So this was Thursday night football, Kansas City and Denver. Now this one surprised a lot of people, but it didn't surprise me of the final result. I actually had Kansas City here, and normally I bet against the public, but in this case I was with the high percentage, and I'll tell you why these percentages were misleading on this game. Now you see 73% here on the ticket count, okay? You have to pay attention to this because not a lot of people are going to understand it. You got 73% on the ticket count. That's just tickets. That doesn't mean money, okay? Now, 7 out of 10 tickets could be taking one side, but all the money could be on the other side, okay? So you're still going to get the love for the Kansas City Chiefs. I mean, they're the public darling, obviously. A lot of these teams like New England, these great teams, Kansas City, okay? These teams with the good records, Dallas, all right, New Orleans, teams like that are still going to get high ticket counts. It doesn't matter how much money is on them or not. Regardless, they're still going to get ticket count. So you have to take that into consideration with those type of teams, okay? So we got the Chiefs here coming off 2 losses. Now think about this. They got 2 losses, and the public is falling in love with Denver now. Okay, it doesn't look like it, but you got to look at what's going on in the previous games. Denver just came off 2 wins. They beat the Chargers. They held them to like 10, what was it, like 10 points, 17 points, something like that. And they beat Tennessee, which Tennessee is awful. They held Tennessee to 0 points. Tennessee scored zip, no points at all. All right, so the public takes note of that stuff and they bet accordingly, okay? Now, they got the Chiefs the favorite on the road. This line should have been, they got the line at -3. I was all over this game. This was such an easy one to figure out. This line should have been at least by 7. Kansas City just faced Detroit a couple weeks ago, and they were favored by 7 on the road. And we know that Detroit is better than Denver, okay? Detroit's way better than Denver. And KC, yeah, they're off of 2 losses, but they're still the better team. I mean, teams could recover very quickly after, great teams especially could recover quickly after a couple losses. So that line adjustment was an overreaction, okay? So this line should have been 10. This line right here, Kansas City should have been like an 8 to 9 point favorite on the road against Denver, and it was a 3-point favorite. I went big on Kansas City, okay? So you got, like I said, Denver shutting out their opponents, holding Tennessee, a bad team. Public takes note of that. And then to top it off, you got people talking about Kansas City, how they play no defense. They gave up 31 points to Houston. And then they played, who was the other team? I can't even remember, but let me check. They played, let's see. Kansas City played, who did they play before Houston? But anyways, I know they gave up a ton of points. Oh yeah, they lost to the Colts. They gave up 16 to the Colts, okay? So that was just a fluky game that they couldn't even score in. So they couldn't score in that game, but they still played a decent defense. Just one of those sloppy games. And then they gave up 31 to Houston. All right, so people were just overreacting on this game, and the line makers gave it away by making this line -3.5 on the road. Okay, so this line should have been a lot higher. This is why you saw and heard all the touts talking about KC has no defense and they can't play defense and can't win. And look what happened. Mahomes gets hurt. Not only do they win and blow them out, they hold them to 6 points. Mahomes gets hurt. They play with a backup quarterback and they still easily beat Denver. Easily with a backup quarterback, just to put it in everybody's face. So check this out. The reason why Kansas City was so big is because of the money line. And a lot of the times the public looks at the money line if they don't want to bet the spread. They're not going to take the spread. They don't want to deal with it. So what they were doing was a lot of public was betting on Denver on the money line here. They thought Denver was going to win outright. That's why you see this blowout. So 175 dropped all the way to 149, 152. I'm all over this game, and it was so easy to figure this game out. But just to confirm it, just to show you, look how much money was taken Denver here. So you got 4 million on Kansas City on the spread and 3,680,000, which was just an estimate. These are just estimates, so it's pretty much even. So there was a lot of belief here, lots of belief in Denver. Okay, that's the reason why. Too much belief in Denver, and it was an overmatch. They were mismatched here. Kansas City's way better than Denver. Denver can't beat Kansas City, even with a backup quarterback. So that is the reason why. Don't let these percentages fool you. 73, you're going to see, regardless, like I said, these top teams, you're going to see the heavy percentage on them regardless. It doesn't mean that the public is taking them that given day. So everyone was going the money line on Denver. Everyone was taking it. Everyone was touting it. And that's why you got the blowout with KC here. Easy game. So hope that helped. I'll be back with some more videos. Comment, rate, and subscribe. I'll see you then.